Okay, let's go next to our caller from the 443 area code. Who is calling today from 443?
Hey, is this me?
Yes, it is. Who's this?
Hi, this is Alex from Maryland. How you doing, David?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just had a quick question for you. If you were to update the federal poverty levels, how would you do it in a progressive way?
That's interesting. So there's a couple different things. The federal poverty level in and of itself is potentially not a good measure because cost of living varies so dramatically from state to state. So federal poverty level that has to apply to New York City and rural Wyoming is inherently problematic because the cost of living is so dramatically different in those two places. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely understand that.
First and foremost, I would say we would want to maybe revisit what the federal poverty level is even used for because it's not a good measure for a lot of different things. Maybe it should be done at the state level or county or city. The problem about city is, do you do it based on where someone lives or where someone works? You have people who work in New York City but live in Connecticut. There's complexities, but conceptually, I think that what it costs to the living wage needs to be taken into account when we think of the federal poverty level, and probably the poverty level combined with whatever social safety net benefits you would qualify for should add together to be a living wage. Like the ideal thing would be every job pays a living wage. That's a different type of legislative apparatus than setting the poverty level. So I think that we should be looking at a framework where adjusted for cost of living, poverty level has to get you a certain amount of social safety net benefits where when combined, you get to a living wage, if that makes sense. And if this is like a fantasy, I mean, this is like, we're nowhere even close to this being a serious discussion.
Yeah, this is all theoretical at this point.
Of
I was
course.
just looking up apartments around my area, and I saw that the federal poverty level was still $15,000 and change, and I
Yeah.
just thought that that was ridiculous. There's no way you could live anywhere in the U.S. on that. So
Right.
just want
And
to
so
get your
then the
thoughts on
question
that.
is
Thanks.
if it's 15,000 in a lot of places you could be making double that and you can't afford a one bedroom apartment and that makes no sense, which I think is the point you're making.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. All right, David. Thanks.
Okay, thank
Have a
you.
good one.
Appreciate the call. Yeah, likewise. Let me go next to our caller from the 347 area code. Who's calling today from 347? Oh, lost my pen here.
Hey, is that me?
Yes, it is.
Hey, David, how are you? This is
Good.
Peter from New York.
Hey Peter, what's up?
I was wondering if you could wave a magic wand and implement any three policies, what would they be?
Oh boy. I mean, I guess at the micro level, some kind of healthcare for all would be number one. Number two, we would want to do campaign finance reform because that connects to, like, if you care about education or abortion or whatever, the way that elections are financed is a huge part of how all of those issues are dealt with and used as fundraising wedges. So we would do campaign finance reform, and that's not one law, right? Like that's a changing a
Right.
huge apparatus. So I would say healthcare, campaign finance, and probably something serious on climate change, because again, it's going to be hard to deal with any other issues if the country's underwater or nobody can breathe. So maybe most urgently, I would go with those three.
Well, what do you feel about ranked choice voting?
Yeah, so that if you said top five, I would include changing the voting system. And I've actually said before, I'm not necessarily married to ranked choice, but there's a few different versions, including single transferable vote and a number of others that we've talked about. If you said, what's your election reform package? It would be a combination of getting rid of first past the post combined with campaign finance reform. And I've got a bunch of clips about ranked choice versus other systems that you can check out.
Hmm. All right, maybe I'll check those out.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, David.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break, but we will go right back to the phones when we get back. So if you are on hold, don't hang up. Okay, don't hang up. You've already called in, you're already on hold, and we will get to more calls right after this short break.